Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us here for another edition of our 10 Weather Impact Show. I'm meteorologist Aaron White, and turning out to be a pretty quiet afternoon here after all the showers and storms that we had last night into this morning, bringing some fairly heavy rainfall. That has all cleared out, and we're for the most part tracking clearing skies. There is a chance we could see a couple spotty showers here this afternoon, but otherwise not really tracking that much here as we continue on through the course of this afternoon. So clearing skies, that's what's happening right now. Now, we are also tracking a little bit of wildfire smoke building back into parts of the area. So some hazy skies are possible as we go through the rest of today. But otherwise, we're not really going to see too much of an issue with that here as we continue on. But we are looking ahead to some more rain chances here as we head towards the weekend. Right now, those rain chances are a little bit on the lower side right now, about 30%, so nothing too significant with that. Now, as we're tracking those showers and storms that built through last night, we did have some decent rainfall amounts for some locations around Columbus, about a half an inch. That was reported at John Glenn. We had about an inch and a half in Dublin, and other areas around Marysville over 1 inch of rainfall. So again, some spots did have some decent rain, others not so much. So not everyone actually ended up seeing those showers and storms here last night. Now, looking ahead to the forecast for tomorrow here as we kick off the first day of the Ohio State Fair. Looking back at the last 5 years, the five opening days at least, we had high temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s here for 2025, 24, and 23. And then the last day where it was actually fairly pleasant back in 2019, the high temperature was 80. There was no rain as well, so overall fairly pleasant conditions back then. And we are going to see similar conditions here looking ahead to the forecast for tomorrow. Calling for highs right around 80, 81 for the afternoon. Mostly sunny skies in the forecast. Temperatures around 71 by 10 a.m. and then right around 80 for the afternoon. So really looking at some nice conditions. And there will be a bit of a breeze out of the north, about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So nothing too wild, but just enough to make it feel rather pleasant as we continue on through the day tomorrow. And we are tracking some more nice conditions here as we look ahead to the rest of the week. Now, one thing we're also looking at is some of that wildfire smoke. There's been several large fires burning the last several days, especially in the state of Oregon, where very large fires have gotten out of control and unfortunately not really much containment with them. And that's been just pumping in a lot of smoke into the upper atmosphere. And because of where the jet stream is currently located and where the winds are moving right over some of those fires, pushing all that smoke to the north. And then as the jet stream dives back down the south here across the Midwest, it's bringing that smoke back into the Midwest, around the Great Lakes, and here into parts of Ohio. So hazy skies still possible through this evening. And what's actually going to happen looking ahead to tomorrow, that system that brought us those showers and storms is kind of rotating back around and pushing in some drier air and actually some more clearer air here by tomorrow evening. So really not looking at much wildfire smoke. No hazy skies really in the state of Ohio on Wednesday. But back to the west, you can see that thicker, that red and orange there. That's some thicker smoke, upper level smoke. So this is not going to have a significant impact on air quality, but hazy skies are possible. So as that stays off to the west, at some point, it has to go somewhere. So maybe towards the end of the week, Friday and closer to the weekend, we could have some more of that haze building back in here. So we are watching that as well. Also, like I said, watching those rain chances dropping off here tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. Great days for the Ohio State Fair. If you're heading out there Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, no rain in the forecast. Temperatures lower 80s here tomorrow and Thursday. Mid 80s back in the forecast on Friday, and Friday will also start to feel a little bit more of that humidity building back in, and that's ahead of our next system that looks to bring some scattered showers around here Saturday and Sunday. It's a rather unorganized system and doesn't look like it's going to bring a lot of rain to the area, but it is something we are watching. There are still a lot of factors that are going to play into that system, so it is a situation where we may have to increase those chances, but at the same time, if that system moves a bit further south, we could actually take those rain chances away. So keeping it at 30%, but if you have plans this weekend for anything going on Saturday, we got Pelotonia. We also have the State Fair still going on this weekend. So Just be aware there is that chance right now, and we'll be tracking it here for you on 10 TV. Now, as we go through the hour-by-hour forecast here for the rest of today, we have been watching a couple spotty showers developing east of Interstate 71. So areas around Mount Vernon, Coshocton, Zanesville, Cambridge could see a quick passing shower, lasting maybe 5 minutes. And then it's out of here. So really not tracking much, keeping it less than 20%. So most of us are going to stay dry. And then a few scattered clouds here as we head through tonight into tomorrow morning. But otherwise, we are tracking mostly sunny skies here for your Wednesday and really looking at some nice conditions. Winds out of the north about 10 to 20 miles per hour here for the day. So clearing skies this afternoon, winds north at 10 to 15. Overall, we will see a little bit of sunshine as we continue on through the rest of this afternoon. Partly cloudy skies here tonight, north winds at 5 to 10, and looking ahead to that 7-day forecast as we will have more sunshine here tomorrow on your Wednesday, 81 for the high temperature. Thursday, really looking nice. Plenty of sunshine. 83 the high here on your Thursday, and notice that overnight low in the morning, 58 degrees. Also a sign of lower humidity and a more pleasant conditions here as we continue on through the forecast. And one thing to note about all the sunshine that we have, of course, is that UV index is going to be very high here tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. So do wear that sunscreen. Take it with you if you're going outside. If you're going to the state fair, just make sure you are protecting yourself from all the sunshine that we have here all the way through the end of the week. And then, of course, watching those rain chances here for the weekend. Right now, fairly low, 30% here, maybe some showers, perhaps a thunderstorm during the day on Sunday. And if anything, I would say Sunday might be the day where we actually take those rain chances away. But for now, because the system is still rather messy and unorganized, we're going to have to watch those rain chances, whether we have to bring them up or take them away completely here for the weekend. So let's look at your 10 weather impacts forecast. And as we move things along here, talk about some other unfortunate things that are happening out across parts of Europe. We mentioned the wildfires out in the western part of the United States. There's also several large fires that are burning through parts of Europe. And unfortunately, some people have died. 13 people are dead as wildfires are tearing through Western Europe. And officials in Spain say the fires have torched almost 600 square miles, nearly 3 times the size of the capital city of Madrid. Fires are also burning in France, where a Tennessee woman on vacation is actually now stuck.
I'm currently at my beach house in the southwest of France, and the fire started on Thursday evening. The city was evacuated while I was asleep, so I've remained while the city was evacuated, and the fires remain uncontrolled, and the roads are shut because they're on fire. There's no way to leave.
And yeah, very unfortunate scene out there. And so far, more than 300,000 people have been evacuated across the two countries. Officials are warning that fires could continue for weeks as temperatures continue to climb well through the 90s and even triple-digit heat across parts of Europe. And now on to a harrowing and heroic rescue by a teenage lifeguard on a Southern California beach. Jeremy Roth has that story.
Watch a heroic teenage lifeguard rescue a 10-year-old swimmer from monster waves in Southern California. Video of the save was captured on a beach in Santa Cruz as huge waves battered the 16-year-old as he tried to bring in the boy. According to KSBW, several bystanders attempted to help, but were also batted back by the intense crashing surf. Eventually, another lifeguard assisted, and the swimmer was brought safely to the beach. The boy was evaluated by paramedics and released to his parents, according to the photographer who captured the stunning save. He said he hopes others will learn from it.
I've never seen a rescue this intense before. We want to see people come out, have a good time, enjoy the weather, but get home safely.
Safely on the beach is how and where a pilot made an unexpected landing in Huntington Beach, California. KCAL reports the small plane had just taken off when the pilot says things went sideways.
We were in the process of just talking with LA Approach, and then the engine quit, and I got out a call. I just called Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
The local beach provided a soft and secure spot for the impromptu landing, which eyewitnesses described as perfect. Finally, a happy ending to a dire situation near Hawaii, where KGMB reports a California man was rescued after being stuck adrift at sea for a month. The man was attempting a solo trip across the Pacific when his boat's mast snapped and he ran out of gas. He said he drifted for weeks, surviving on oatmeal and fish until he was spotted by a passing ship's crew who brought him aboard and gave him clothes, food, and a ride back to land. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
And finally today, we want to check out some video into us here at 10 TV, and one of them rather significant. You can see the video right here. This is from a major 7.1 magnitude earthquake in Japan, triggering a tsunami alert. You can see this is actually a newsroom from a local television station there as they were dealing with that earthquake. Again, a magnitude 7.1. You can see monitors in the newsroom shaking there. Video from inside that newsroom, RKK Kumamoto Broadcasting Company, when that quake hit. So rather significant quake striking Japan just in the last 24 hours. And again, it did trigger a tsunami alert. And so far, there hasn't been a reported tsunami, but it is something we'll be watching here as we continue on through today. Definitely, not a good thing. But also, one thing we've also been tracking here the last 24 hours is that complex of thunderstorms that rolled through parts of the Midwest and even impacting us, some parts of Ohio last night, as there were some severe storms between Cincinnati and Dayton. And this video is showing the storm in Wisconsin. This was a rather significant storm that did produce damage. Winds were reported over 80 miles per hour in some areas around Appleton, Wisconsin, and there was a confirmed tornado. With some of those thunderstorms as they were moving through the area, you can see the trees whipping in the wind with that severe thunderstorm as it moved through parts of Wisconsin. Again, this happened yesterday afternoon, and that same complex eventually made its way through Chicago and then down into parts of Illinois and Indiana before moving into western parts of Ohio here yesterday evening. And one more video, this one also from Wisconsin, and take a look at this one. This is just a dramatic video. This is from a dash cam. You can see the winds whipping and knocking over power lines and even leading to some power flashes there, as there again was a tornado confirmed in that area from this massive thunderstorm complex that did confirm to be an EF3 tornado there near Appleton, Wisconsin yesterday. The National Weather Service has conducted some damage surveys yesterday and today, and the latest update, they are now confirming that the tornado that did strike that area was to be an EF3 tornado, even producing winds estimated at its peak up to about 140 miles per hour. So just a terrifying situation there. And just even with the wind, just seeing that in the video on the dash cam with those power lines getting knocked down, definitely devastating there for parts of Wisconsin here with those storms yesterday. Now, thankfully, things are much quieter in the forecast, even for Wisconsin. And for us here in Ohio, we are just tracking some more sunshine the next few days. We got highs in the lower 80s on Wednesday and Thursday, back to about 85 on Friday. But overall, looking at the 7-day forecast, high temperatures are near to slightly below normal, a few degrees below normal. So really looking at pleasant conditions. The humidity isn't going to be too high, at least through tomorrow and Thursday. It does start to build back up a bit more as we get closer to the weekend. But considering this time of year, we could have highs in the 90s and more humid conditions, heat index values over 100. We don't have any of that here in the extended forecast. So overall, looking at a pretty decent forecast here for the rest of the week. And that's going to do it for us here today on the 10 Weather Impact Show. Coming up later on this afternoon, Chief Meteorologist Chris Stomer is going to be live at the Ohio State Fair, getting you ready for everything that you need to know for opening day here tomorrow. And also looking at the forecast as we're tracking those nice conditions, but also those rain chances here for Saturday and Sunday. So until then, you can catch more news and weather online at 10tv.com.